Alright, so this is my Honda 4514 Hydrostatic. Well, I don't technically own it because I'm only 13, but this is technically my dad's Honda 3514 Hydrostatic, but I'm the one that uses it a lot because I mow a lot around here. Ugh. And don't worry, I know somebody's going to ask, don't worry about that temperature light that you see there. It's not actually overheating, it's just stuck on. I mean, we replaced the thermostat switch and the panel here, so I don't know what is with it, but I got my deck at 3 inches right now because if I lift it up, the deck wheels rattle a lot, so it's kind of annoying. But anyway, this one's a Hydrostatic. It's very simple to drive. I absolutely love this tractor too. This is our main mower around here, besides that mower right there. And if you want to get the tractor to move, you just move this lever. And the further you push it forward, the faster you'll go, and vice versa. I need to speed up a little bit here. Hold on. There you go. Then you have like two kind of slots. Here, I'll stop here real quick. Kind of have two slots. You have like a mowing slot, and then you have a transport. The mowing is where you should be, how fast you should be going when you're mowing, so you don't mow too fast. Here's your parking brake. Pretty simple. Just pull that out. And then there's also a light on the dash. And if I turn it off, you'll see that light will turn off. And then there's also fuel light when you get low on fuel, which is nice. Alright, and this is your throttle. Don't want to rev it up too much because I haven't had it running for very long, but the more you move that forward, the faster it goes. Apparently the top speed on this is 4.7 miles per hour. This thing's a lot easier to talk over because it's a lot quieter. On the video, on the 3810 over there, which you might see, the top speed on that is about 5.7, so that one is quite a decent bit faster than this one. Although this one, once you get that hydrostatic fluid warmed up, it moves pretty good. I do admit, and that brake there. You don't need that brake because, I mean, here I'll demonstrate real quick. Even if you just bring this handle back real fast, the thing stops like instantly, so. That brake's only there for, say, if you're like 2 inches from hitting a tree, and you just have to stop super fast, you just slam on that. And then that'll stop you extremely fast. So, I only used that once when I was about to hit that tree right there, when I was mowing around it when I first got it, and when I pull it in the shed, because this thing's our shed is very cramped and this thing's kind of hard to pull in there, but alright, and I'll demonstrate kind of the speed of it. So usually when you're mowing, it'll go about, this is about how fast it goes when it mows. Maybe a little faster than that. About that fast. And then reverse, you just pull it back. You get slot, and then you start moving backwards. And then the neutral slot. And then usually our buzzer is disengaged because when the temperature light's on, it also has a buzzer. For when, say if I was to leave this parking brake on and I was to try to move it, it would have a buzzer. Actually, I think it might try to kill itself here if I do move this, so. Yeah, there you go. It'll kill the tractor if you try to move that when the parking brake's on. Usually it would have a buzzer too, but ours doesn't, because when that temperature light comes on, it has a buzzer. So we have the buzzer off right now. It's right there. because otherwise it would be on all the time because that temperature light is stuck on, even when it isn't overheating. So that's kind of annoying. I do wish I really knew when this is overheating, because there's been some windy days with dry grass where that radiator has really gotten caked with grass. And you know what? And if you try to get off of it when the parking brake isn't engaged, it'll scream at you too. So I'll look at the engine real quick so you can see it. Well, I gotta have two hands for it. It's pretty simple. This thing is loose for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know how it came off exactly, but got a radiator fan down there. Horizontal 2-cylinder, got an oil filter, got your coolant. Basically half a Honda Civic engine. And then you got your deck height adjustment. This goes from 4 inches to 1 inch, but we can't put it down at 1 inch right now because those deck wheels will hit the ground and it won't go. I can try to, but it won't. I like to mow at 3.5 to 4, anywhere between 3 and 4 inches. And then this is your hydrostatic release, this little lever right here. That releases your hydrostatic, so if you have to push it manually, you can. And don't try to push it without disengaging that first, because it is very hard to push. The stupid camera won't focus right, but then there's your thing to check your hydrostatic fluid. You just pull that up. And then there's your fuel tank. Pretty nice tractor, and I'll demonstrate the PTO. I'll go up here real quick. I'll demonstrate the PTO for you. This is about... This thing reverses pretty fast. And we just put a brand new PTO clutch on here last fall. So it engages pretty nice, because I think the bearings on it last fall seized up, and I was just mowing out here and the mower just died and it wouldn't crank. I was so worried because I thought I had seized the engine, but then we looked and then it was like, oh, it's the PTO clutch. So usually when I engage a PTO, I like to have the throttle right about here because this thing can handle it. If it's a first start of the day, you can go a little bit higher than that, like about here. And then fairly slowly turn your PTO on. Oh, and I killed it there. Nice. Good job, Jordan. So apparently you want to have your throttle a little higher than that when it's cold, so usually about there. Kind of depends. Yeah, I'll put it about there, and then hopefully it doesn't die on me this time. There you go. And then full throttle. It's about how fast I mow with it. When you go to turn the blades off, I like to throttle it down to about half and then pull this up. And it's pretty simple. So I guess we can do a top speed run real quick. I don't have much time left on my camera. It goes faster than this when the hydrostatic fluid's warmed up. It goes about, I don't know, just a little bit faster than this. Almost as fast as the 3810 up there, but I love this thing. Oh, and yeah, you have your light switch too. That just turns on your headlights, which this thing does have good headlights, but alright, I'm running out of time, so see ya.